Have you ever thought about using an online course marketplace instead of a course platform? If so, keep watching to find out everything you need to know, from why you should do it and what are the benefits. Hey family, I'm Janelle Allen, Learning and Marketing Strategist for course creators. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon next to it so that you can continue to get notifications for new videos released every week. All right, let's talk about online course marketplaces. First, let's make sure that we are clear on what we're talking about when I say marketplace. Marketplaces are very different from course platforms like Teachable, Thinkific, Podia. A marketplace is a single online destination or website that learners or prospective learners can go to when they want to buy education on a specific topic. So a few examples you've probably heard of are Udemy. That's really one of the most common. You also have Coursera, and then there's a relatively new one that's doing some great stuff, which is called Terrain. So as I mentioned, this is where people can go and buy a course. Marketplaces are going to have a wide variety of courses. So it's a place where if you are someone who likes to learn different things, or if you're looking for a lot of options on a specific topic, you can go to a marketplace and see what there is to offer. Marketplaces also are typically going to have courses at various price points. So it can be attractive for people who are looking for either budget-friendly or kind of a middle price point, especially if they're looking for an alternative to a more expensive course. So that's what marketplaces are, and that is one of the ways that they serve their audience. Now let's get into the pros and cons of using a marketplace as a creator. By and large, there's a few pros, but by and large, the biggest one is going to be marketing. Marketplaces have a built-in marketing engine. They're going to do the marketing for you. That's their business model, to sell courses. So marketplaces can be really attractive if you don't have your marketing dialed in, right? If you want to focus on just creating the course and you want them to handle the marketing part of it, then that is definitely a pro. They're also a low cost and low stress way to validate your course idea. If you're trying to see if people will buy your course, using a marketplace is a great way to do that if you don't want to go through the process of building an audience or talking to people. You can just put your course up on a marketplace and see if it sells. It's also a way to build awareness about your course, right? Lots of eyes are going to see your course, and you'll start to become, especially if you continue to create courses on the marketplace, you'll start to become well known, and people will get to know you and what you offer. And then lastly, I would say marketplaces offer a high quality platform, and many of them support you with production if you have any questions around creating your course. It's their job to put out quality courses that their users enjoy taking. So they put a lot of work on the back end of making sure that it's a seamless experience and that they're going to have quality, well-planned courses on the platform. So those are definitely some pros, especially if you're getting started with online courses. So now let's talk about the cons. Just like marketing was a pro, there's a downside to the built-in marketing as well. And that is that your course is going to be diluted. It's going to appear next to a bunch of other courses on the same topic. So instead of you being able to be the center of attention for your audience, they're going to see other options and, just have a lot of choices. Also, your sales can be undercut by site-wide promotions. If Udemy or any of the other platforms decides to run a sale, then you really don't get to determine how much you make. You can be undercut in that way. There's also not always access to the emails captured on the platform. Again, you're doing business with a business, and so they capture the emails. They have full marketing control. You aren't always able to build an email list. And that leads to the next con. If you want to leave the marketplace, you have to figure out a way to get people to opt in with you so that you can start to build your own email list and audience. There's also going to be communication guidelines. These marketplaces are going to have an incentive to know and control how you communicate with students. And then your name may also be aligned with the marketplace brand. So people may get to know you as a Udemy instructor or a Coursera instructor or a Terrain instructor instead of knowing you for your brand. And then one of the last things I'll say is marketplaces typically have pricing guidelines as well. So again, it can start to interfere with how you want to run your business if you want to grow your course business. So those are definitely some cons to think about. Now let's talk about who are marketplaces a good fit for and who are they not a good fit for. So when should you consider using a marketplace? When is it a good fit for you? Like I said earlier, if you're just getting started and you don't have an audience, and maybe you've been struggling to build an audience or take action, you just want to go straight to creating a course and want to validate whether or not your course idea is something that people are going to purchase, try a marketplace. And this is me backtracking on a stance that I used to have years ago until I met a few course creators who had done exactly this. They had a lot of momentum around creating their course and not so much momentum around marketing. So they used a marketplace to validate their idea. And when they saw they were getting some initial sales, that's when they decided to go all in and build their brand. So you can absolutely take that path. Also, a marketplace is a good fit if you are just nervous and anxious about marketing, period. Maybe you never want to deal with marketing. You just want to sell your course. Then put your course on a marketplace. If you never want to build your own brand, then a marketplace is going to be a great solution for you. Also, if you are launching your first course and you want to get testimonials, you're thinking about building a brand later, but you have no idea how to get some initial users and testimonials, a marketplace can be a great solution for that. Like I said, they have built-in marketing platforms. So you'll get people enrolled in your course, at least hopefully, and hopefully those people will be incentivized to leave you testimonials. Later, when you build your brand off the marketplace, you can use those testimonials and you won't be starting from scratch. And then also, I would say one of the last reasons to consider using a marketplace is if you just want to have a course as just some supplemental income that you don't really have to think or work too hard about, then a marketplace might be a good option for you. Conversely, let's talk about when not to use a marketplace. And this one is really simple. Avoid using a marketplace if you do want to build a brand and business around your course and you want to have control over your marketing, control over your sales. You want to have full agency over how you run things and how you charge, all of that good stuff. If you're in it for the long haul, it just makes sense to commit to building an audience, engaging that audience, and then offering solutions to that audience through your own brand and platform. So I would say that if you fall into that bucket, a marketplace is not for you. So in today's video, you learned all about marketplaces, what they are, who they're a good fit for, who they're not for, some examples, plus the pros and cons. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about using marketplaces. And also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.